Hey guys, in today's video, we are going to answer the top 5 questions beginners ask about vinyl plank flooring.
And you're going to find out if you can save money and do it yourself or if you need to hire a professional.
Before we even begin, let's talk about what vinyl plank flooring is. Vinyl plank flooring is a type of flooring that mimics or resembles wood grain floors.
They come in peel and stick, glue down, and interlocking. So today we're going to focus on vinyl plank flooring that you install by interlocking.
And the nice thing about vinyl flooring as opposed to wood is that it's much cheaper. It can come in a variety of colors. It's durable, it's water resistant, scratch resistant, dent resistant, and it can be easier to maintain than wood. And one of the most popular features is that it's much easier to install, and so a lot of people are deciding to DIY and install it themselves.
So what's the best way to start?
It's so important that you have a plan before you begin a DIY project like this. And don't worry, we're going to go through it with you right now. One of the things you want to do is to measure your room that you're going to put your vinyl plank flooring in.
So how do you find the square footage of your room?
You're going to measure the longest length of your room and then multiply that by the longest width of the room. You can now determine how many boxes of vinyl plank flooring you'll need. Now that you have the square footage, you're gonna have to make a decision.
Yeah, this to me was a little bit, intimidating at sometimes and also a little bit frustrating because there's so many types of vinyl plank flooring that you have to look at between the colors and the different textures and thicknesses.
It was overwhelming. Some of the factors we looked at in selecting our actual planks was how easy are they going to be for us to install. So we went to our local home improvement store to get planks that were easily accessible, that we could get if we needed to get some more, that had a variety of colors that we could actually see ourselves. And then we handled it, like we touched it.
So durability meant a lot to me. I wanted to have something that was going to last. Well, I like the fact of being able to grab it and bend it and see how durable it really is. So we went with one that had a nice durability. It also had an underpad on the back of it.
So some people think that if you have that, you don't need an underlayment, and we'll talk about that a little later. As a rule of thumb, you really want to look at what style you want for your room and what type of durability. If you're taking in all that you're hearing today, we know for sure that you're gonna make a great decision.
Hey guys, we understand that sometimes it takes a lot to finish a DIY project.
And when we're in deep in our projects, you've seen us, we like to wear our power t-shirts because they're giving...
I got this.
They're giving...
accomplishment.
I mean, there's so much positive energy, and they're giving you can DIY too.
Yeah.
So we wanted to share our shirts and make them available to you.
So get yours today, and we'll leave a link in the description below. So what kind of tools do you need for installing vinyl plank flooring? As a beginner, you can purchase an installation kit that has a mallet, pull bar, spacers. It has everything that you need to begin installing your vinyl plank flooring.
There are certain tools that you will need to cut your vinyl plank flooring.
The thickness of your plank will determine the cutting tool that you'll use. For us, we've used a utility knife, which made it easy to cut thinner planks. We've also used a circular saw for those mid-grade planks. And if you have very hard planks, we've used a jigsaw. To cut under the door jambs, you may want to use an oscillating tool.
And the oscillating tool was probably the winner in the entire process. This tool helped us with everything. We didn't even know about this tool before, and we have a whole playlist for you to see how to install vinyl plank flooring and what tools you need. One tool that is very important when installing vinyl plank flooring that may get overlooked is you definitely need knee pads. You're going to be on that ground for a long time. Even if it's a small area, knee pads will protect your knees and help you when it's time to get back up. And if it's your first time, we definitely recommend investing in the tools.
But you may say, I don't want to buy all those tools.
But the money you save by doing it yourself, you can invest that money and get the tools you'll need.
And you can use those tools on future projects.
We'll leave an installation beginner's tool list in the description.
So now that you have your plan,
you've measured the floor and you know your square footage, you've selected the vinyl plank flooring that you want,
you've purchased the tools that you need for the project,
and now you're wondering, do I need underlayment? What type of subfloor do I have?
So let's talk about subfloors.
The first type of subfloor is a concrete floor. Most often homes do not have concrete subfloors on second and third levels. If you have a concrete subfloor, it is highly recommended that you have some form of underlayment. And you may ask, why would I need an underlayment? Some planks have underpads.
So the reason you use an underlayment is to provide a moisture barrier between the concrete subfloor and your planks.
Even if you have the underlayment on your planks, when they lock together, there's still a little gap. And so that underlayment will provide that moisture barrier, like he said. When it's a thicker underlayment, it'll also provide a sound barrier.
You won't hear the hollow sound that comes from walking on the planks.
The next type of subfloor is a vinyl subfloor. That means you already have some sort of vinyl covering on the floor and you're going to install the planks on top of that. Now you have a moisture barrier and it will be consistent throughout the whole floor. You just want to be sure that your vinyl subfloor is in good condition.
If you're in this position, this is great news because you don't have to purchase another underlayment. So the next subfloor is ceramic tile.
Many people ask us, can you install vinyl plank flooring over ceramic tile? And you can, but there's one thing that you have to really be careful of.
You have to make sure that you fill in the grout lines. So guys, for interlocking vinyl plank flooring, we don't recommend that you install it over any type of carpet.
No. Even if it's concrete, wood, vinyl, look at your floor to see if it is nice and level. There's no big
nails sticking up,
holes, grout lines, dents, anything that would
protrude.
Yeah, bubbling up, dips. We've even patched up holes to make our subfloor nice and smooth.
Any subfloor that you are installing your planks on must be cleaned.
It's always good when installing your vinyl plank flooring is to have a perfectly
flat surface.
Flat, even surface.
So how much does it cost?
We're going to give you an estimate of what a vinyl plank flooring project could cost because we don't know like the size of your room.
Or the vinyl that you chose.
So all of that is going to determine.
Prices can range between $2 and $13 per square foot.
So let's go with this. A 10 by 12 foot room is kind of an average bedroom. If you were to install vinyl plank flooring, on average the vinyl plank flooring was $3.50 a square foot. You would be looking at around $420. If you chose less expensive vinyl plank flooring, or you got it on sale or discount or some type of bargain, you can reduce your cost by half just by $1.50 off. If you have a smaller room, like a laundry room, that is half that size, you're looking at about $200.
So how much will an entire project cost for doing vinyl plank flooring on your own?
Now that is including all of your supplies and all of your tools, underlayment, everything that you need to completely finish your floor.
We estimated that your project will come in at under $600.
That's not taking into account any discounts you may get, and we even included the circular saw.
We estimated that tools will cost around $150.
You would have all of those tools to use on your next DIY projects.
And that would definitely save you money. So is it worth it to DIY or hire a professional?
This is really up to you and your patience level, because When you look at it, to install vinyl plank flooring, it's around $3 to $10 per square foot. Now, in our situation on the low end, if you had $3 per square foot and we had 120 square feet, we're looking at about $360 just to install.
So if you have to make any adjustments or any replacement boards, then you'll have to call up those professionals to get that job done as well.
Yeah. Now, you may say, that's only a couple $100 difference, and that's worth it to me.
So the question of, can I save money if I do it myself? The answer is yes. Now the only other question is, do you want to do it?
That's the real thing here.
We hope that our videos will give you the confidence to tackle vinyl plank flooring.
So if you have a person that can help you make this project fun, it's a nice DIY, because what you see and what you feel afterwards is just, it's unexplainable.
Well, thank you for watching our video, and we hope to see you in the next one. And remember, you can DIY too.